What would you guys think if Rockstar randomly posted something like that on their social media or the newswire? Like that was the only thing they put. That would drive the community wild. Would they be like, is that the next intro for GTA 6? Is that going to be the start of the trailer that we're going to see in just a little bit? I think that's all they need to do, just like the hashtag they did for GTA 5. And I think the community is going to go absolutely wild. All right, guys, so be cautiously optimistic about this one, not only because it's April Fool's Day, but also because this is a report coming from 4chan, which, to play devil's advocate here, we have seen posts on 4chan regarding Rockstar Games titles, GTA, Grand Theft Auto Online, turn out to be true. So you always have to go into it saying there's a chance this could be real. I think the fact that this is also falling on April Fool's Day is also a coincidence. But there was a post on 4chan by a supposed Rockstar employee revealing some info from Grand Theft Auto 6. And it was titled, "What to Expect from Rockstar This Year." You guys can see when it was officially posted. And then they ended up posting this picture. I don't know if they're supposed to be passing this off as in-game GTA 6 footage. It looks like it's just a really blurry pastel version of a real-life photo, so I don't really believe anything regarding that. And then it goes on to say, saw a bunch of people discussing GTA 5 and 6 a few days ago, so I decided to provide some input as a longtime Rockstar employee. There will be no major content updates to GTA Online until July of this year, and GTA 6 will be announced shortly after. The game will be chapter-based, just like Red Dead Redemption 2, and will be set in a modern setting. This will be a whole different game, made by a whole different Rockstar. The development wasn't easy, but the higher-ups are super happy with what we've been able to do so far. I've attached a sneak peek to this post. It's one of the many screenshots that we've been able to get. Hope this post helps. So in case you missed my video the other day, we actually talked about the GTA Online update and how the rumors and reports of what it might be next looks to either be an expansion to Liberty City or maybe an expansion of the contract. That's actually something we'll discuss a little bit later on in a future video. But it looks like, according to this post, GTA 6 is going to be announced shortly thereafter. So let's just assume this post is real. I was actually thinking that Rockstar might make some sort of official announcement, or it might be around Take-Two Interactive's earnings call that's going to happen in May. That would be my guess as to when something like that could actually occur, like a new announcement happening or something of those likes. But apparently it's going to be after July. Now, that does make sense as far as when a GTA Online update comes out. We usually see them in July, August, those summer months. And that also does make sense for GTA 6 to be announced because you'd get big news out of the way. This would be Rockstar's first DLC that's going to be featured on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S. That's obviously a big deal. And who knows, maybe Rockstar would package in some sort of Easter egg or would package in some sort of hint or clue into that DLC that led into the announcement of Grand Theft Auto 6. Who knows what they might do? They've done collaborations in the past with Red Dead Redemption 2, promoting that game, so it would make sense. Now, speaking of Red Dead Redemption 2, he said the game is going to be chapter-based. I really liked this. I really liked the way Red Dead Redemption 2 flowed, how each chapter felt different, how things changed based on how the story changed. I also liked how there was a prologue, a main story, and an epilogue. I mean, it was honestly one of my favorite titles of all time, so I would not be disappointed in that at all. It's also not shocking that this is going to be in a modern setting. I think we expected this. At least I expected the multiplayer version to be kept in a modern setting, because if Rockstar goes back to the past, it just limits them in the things they can do and the cars they can add. Like, imagine we wouldn't have cell phones, we wouldn't have the internet if we went back to the 1980s. So all that sort of stuff just wouldn't be possible that we know and love in the modern day GTA game. So having it set in current times, that makes sense. Now, it also says it's going to be a whole different game made by a whole different Rockstar. And I guess what you could say with this is there's been a lot of regime change at Rockstar. Dan Houser is no longer there. Leslie Benzies is no longer there. There's a lot of people that established the Grand Theft Auto brand that are no longer there.
So as we know, for many years, there have been so many different rumors about GTA 6. However, over the past year, Rockstar Games, and specifically their CEO Strauss Zelnick, have become a little bit more transparent about what exactly is going on and what the status is of the game. And with Rockstar confirming that GTA 6 is in development last month, it opens the gateway for Rockstar to be even more transparent as we move throughout this year. So let's go ahead and discuss probably one of the biggest questions on everyone's mind, which is why GTA 6 has been taking so long to release. Now this of course is a question that has been asked numerous times during a number of investor calls towards Strauss Zelnick, and surprisingly he did answer this question a couple of months ago during an investor call, and the answer in a nutshell had to do with anticipation. First and foremost, it is worth remembering that GTA 5 was never expected to be as successful as it is today, and the main contributor to that is of course GTA Online. When Rockstar first released GTA 5 Online, they were planning to push a few updates to the game and not really do much else. However, as we know now, it turned into a completely different beast than what Rockstar originally planned for. I can almost guarantee you that if GTA 5 Online did not have the success that it does today, Rockstar would have already released GTA 6 and we would be onto the next iteration of the GTA series. Instead, what Rockstar has to do with GTA 6 is pretty much focus on two separate games. They have GTA 6 single player and also GTA 6 Online, which has a massive room for improvement over what we have now. I discussed a number of technology elements that Rockstar is planning to add into GTA 6 Online in a handful of my previous videos, but quite possibly the most exciting one is a patent that was published by Rockstar that gives them the ability to have well over 100 people in one online session by breaking the entire in-game map into several smaller sessions and merging them in one big online session to prevent lag and people from dropping. This is a new technology that Rockstar has invented and patented, and I'm sure that there are others that have not been released just yet. So Rockstar is putting in a ton of work not only into the single player campaign of the game, but also into online and the technology powering it, because right now GTA 5 is running on legacy software and it's been working quite well over the years. However, as we know, loading times sometimes are very long, and on top of that, there are some glitches that should not be happening in a game that has been around for this long. So not only is GTA 6 expected to be a major upgrade for the campaign and the map and all of that good stuff, but the technology powering online is going to be a much better experience and it should be smoother to play than ever before. What Strauss Zelnick did is he compared the GTA series to the James Bond movie series. Like James Bond, GTA 5, or the GTA series in general, has a massive following, and if Rockstar were to release something that was subpar and not up to the standards of the community, the reaction will be very overwhelmingly negative, and people will be upset and it will ruin the reputation of the entire series. During a recent interview, Strauss Zelnick also expressed his hopes for GTA 6, saying, quote, "Each iteration for all of our successful franchises at this company, all of them has always been done better than the one before. I'm not saying that'll happen again, I'm not saying that's guaranteed, but it's certainly our goal." So in classic Rockstar fashion, that quote doesn't really guarantee anything specific, but it does seem like they are shooting for GTA 6 to be a substantial improvement over GTA 5, which of course is something that we're all hoping for. It's also worth noting that Strauss Zelnick said that they are, quote, "not worried about protecting the past when it comes to GTA 6. They're working on a completely blank slate, and while they will likely implement some past characters from other GTA games, like they've done with GTA 5 and GTA 4, Strauss Zelnick did say that GTA 6 is going to be a completely brand new game and a next iteration for Grand Theft Auto. So this is really exciting because I know there's been a lot of rumors saying that Rockstar is probably going to take it easy with GTA 6 and not really change anything because why change what's working, but it seems like that they are actually going in a different direction and starting from a blank slate and then working from there.